try a video diary really quietly. It's very important not to flash mobile phones about and even cameras. So this is a sort of personal thing. Last night was brilliant. I loved the getting to know you. We had a box of matches. We lit a match and we told our life story for as long as the match lasted. Some people only managed one line and it got out. It's so quiet up here. Brilliant. Time to think. Time to be yourself, whoever that is. Absolutely brilliant morning, and the exercises were just magical. In about an hour I managed to write the beginnings of 2 poems. We had a break, had to cook the meal today, and the evening we had both of the poets reading from their own work, some of it from published material, and in the case of Jean, completely new stuff. It's an absolutely fantastic poem about keys, all those keys that you find about the house or in a drawer belong to anything. Questions and answer, which was very good. Really got into where they were coming from, how they went about writing their poems, things that linked up really with the day. And then we ended up with them each reading one of their favourite poems. Brilliant, lovely day, really enjoyed it, very stimulating and inspiring. Sometimes at Arvon I always find that there's a low point. Whatever happened, I still couldn't get into writing the exercises. And the exercises were fine, it's just that my head just wouldn't get around them. I had a tutorial, Jean, which was brilliant. She looked at my poems and gave me some really good ideas for improvements. So I'm really pleased about that. And then tonight we had a reader, Helen Mort, and she's got a book coming out. Really would be worth buying it. Apparently she had a residency at Grasmere. The group's really gelled now and everybody's very supportive of each other.
So yeah.
What?
I think you've got the hat.
I better stay. You know.
Can we have a crowd?
Acting, you've been dead for about a week. Liz, you put your face a little further out. No, back a bit.
Dare you at the last minute?
Kind of inclined slightly round.
So it's more like on the back of his head?
No, just flat.
Brilliant. You are your characters.
Very nice.
The halo illuminates.
Right, are we done? Brilliant.
That's you. Good, super.
Been a good day. I've had a tutorial, brilliant. He took one of my poems and made a few suggestions about cuts, and I think he cut about 4 lines out of each, and I was just gobsmacked. They just sounded so much better. I was really pleased. Off in a taxi tomorrow because I can't do these hills. £5 there, £5 back, and I'm going to Hebden Bridge, and I'm just going to have a nice afternoon out. Come back, read my poems, bye bye, that's it. End of Arvon. Lovely.
Years ago, down through these valleys, each one of these valleys would have 4 to 5 mills running. You know, just the water that were coming down. Now, if 100 years ago they could run a mill off the power of water, with modern technology, how much should we be able to generate today?
I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean? If they could run mills off it, so they had free energy really, you know what I mean? The structure's still there, the dams are still there. They're all cotton mill, or weaving or whatever.
Yeah.
So they drive many weaving things or whatever, you know what I mean? Dads were born up here and they go back quite a way. We can't go back to Woods when they were cutting coins.
No.
So you're not allowed to be a brigger unless you know, one of your forefathers was sat up in Woods cutting coins.
It's the last day at Arvon. Got to do this quickly because the camera's running out. Been brilliant. Had a lovely workshop this morning with loads of brilliant ideas about paring information down, memories, examples. Some people actually wrote some brilliant poems at the table. Everybody did a really good list of things that they could remember. Some of us went off and wrote some more poems, and tonight we're going to read something that we have written here and something that we may have brought with us. I'm not putting any of my new poems on my blog or on this film, but I am hoping to make a little booklet of them soon. I did publish my own poetry book about 18 months ago, which is not the route to go if you're younger. You go competitions, prestigious magazines, poetry magazines, all that kind of thing, but I thought I might not live long enough, so I published my own book. I did have, some of the poems were Arvon poems, some of them were from poems that I wrote at Sussex University, the first year I was down in Brighton, and some of them were just poems that I'd had in a cupboard for ages. But I got a friend to help me edit them, really, but some of them are quite good, and some of them, in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have included. But I sell it at the local Open Arts Cafe, and it's on Amazon, so do I care. Poetry is very, very hard to get published anyway. Quite honestly, you've got to start somewhere.